Okay, so this video is for anyone who has ever been working under their valve cover, maybe doing injectors or anything under there, and has dropped a tool down into the oil galley passage. Well, it's happened to me. First thought, I just hoped and assumed that it was down in the oil pan. I did hear it make metal contact a couple of times, but it didn't seem as if it hit in the pan, and of course it was full of oil. So it just kind of made me just speculate a little if I should listen to what these people in these forums are saying crank it over, should be fine, or it's probably down in the oil pan. And after so much research and looking into it, I thought, where else could it go? It has to be in the pan. It can't be a big deal. It couldn't be designed to have a passageway that would lead to something serious. So my first thought was immediately it has to be in the oil pan, but I still was unsure, and I could not start it over comfortably like the forums were saying. So I even turned it over by hand. Nothing was binding. It seemed like it was okay in a safe position. So after a while of going backwards, first I got this magnet. Waited for that for about a week off Amazon. And then got a couple of other tools. Not those, but they're somewhere else. They're in my truck. Anyways, a retrieval tool. The little skinny one comes in a kit at Walmart. This is a 3-piece set. Has a retrieval tool, a long skinny telescoping magnet, and this tray right here. Look at that. So got all that. Couldn't find anything, couldn't get anything out. Ended up going to O'Reilly, which I should have done in the first place, and got one of these. This is what I was trying to get my hands on in the first place, but they were all pretty expensive. So O'Reilly had the cheapest one I found. I didn't go check AutoZone and nothing else. But this one had it for cheaper than Harbor Freight, so I went with this one. And it comes with some little magnets, little attachments, hooks. They're behind there somewhere, but that's what it comes with. A mirror. I don't know why you'd want to hook a mirror up to a camera and it just blocks most of your view. The magnet was actually really needed in this, but this one failed me. And then there's a hook. I don't know. But anyways, after so long of searching and getting this magnet, it got stuck down there. So I had to get it out with the retrieval tool and then the needle nose pliers, like these ones, but needle nose. Finally got that out. And then went back. Well, while that was stuck down there, I had to leave that for a while. Went down there with the camera alone. Took that because I was already off. Went down there with the camera alone. Went past where that magnet was stuck because I couldn't get it for the longest. Then I saw the hex bit that I dropped down into the oil passage while I was doing my injector, number 7 injector on a 7.3 powerstroke. So all those forums, powerstroke forums, telling you just crank the engine over and hope for the best or it'll be fine. I've had this in my oil pan for years and all that. Don't listen to them. If you can find out at least for sure, even with just this simple tool, which is kind of pricey but comes in handy, you would at least want to make sure that it is indeed in your oil pan and not still somewhere in your head. Like the little hex bit. I don't have it with me, it's in my truck, but it caused me to... My truck was down for a whole week just having a hex bit in the engine. So, this thing came in handy, minus don't use that little magnet that's on there. It sticks pretty well, and it'll come right off the camera. If it's a tight space, like I was fishing through head gasket and all types of stuff. But this magnet, I guess it was worth a week's wait, because I don't know if I would have been able to do it without this thing. Came off Amazon, took forever to get here, shipped to USPS, but I mean, it was worth it. I mean, definitely don't want to drop anything down the engine anymore.